Why, good morning, everyone. I hope you enjoy the silly faces. Apparently, YouTube is just laggy as of late, so I can't help it. But might as well start off the day with some fun. And that's exactly what you're doing with a nice morning liberation meditation. So I thank you again for joining me this morning. Happy Friday. Um, and we're just gonna go into just letting go today. Just really opening up the heart even further as we dive deeper into ourselves to really set the tone for the day so we can heal, so we can grow, so we can spread that love and light. So, if you can, find a nice, comfortable position wherever you are in your home and simply begin to relax. Ultimately, allow yourself to just close the eyes and take a nice deep breath in and just a nice, comfortable sigh of relief. Go ahead and do that 2 more times on your own. And feel free to join me for this last one. The most important part about anything today is just have a smile on your face. Fall in love with this practice. And as we close our eyes, remember to breathe when we hear the sound of the bell. And as we start this beautiful Friday, each breath, we allow the body to simply relax. We even tell the body such things, that it's okay to simply let go and rest within itself. And as we sit, we simply let go to our breath and allow the body to be. And we come to understand this relationship of form and self, and know that this body is here to protect us and love us and provide us a life filled with experience. And we are shepherds of form, intended to nurture and guide this material body through its own healing and evolutionary growth. With our next breath, we allow ourselves to consciously expel any tension, doubt, fear. And like a dark cloud, our negativity is exhaled away as it mixes back into the ocean of love and light of this world. It gets cleansed by our universe. Bring your attention towards yourself. More specifically, bring your attention to the self you know you want to be. It doesn't matter what your current position in life is. It doesn't matter what mistakes you made yesterday or what you forgot this morning. Simply allow yourself to build that vision of that better you. Perfection is something not quite possible in this physical world. For everything that we see and experience here is but a lesser reflection of the perfect pureness within. So know that this best you, this better version of yourself, is simply you without the self-created hurdles. It's simply you already, but forgiving the ones you currently claim to hate. It's the you that lives each moment, not as if it was the last, but as if each breath is always the first. It's that childlike you that simply plays for the love of play. Outcome of the game matters not. And with each breath, we let go of this personable, conditioned self. And we open our hearts up to that inner you, that inner child. That lover, that free spirit. And most importantly, as children, we simply didn't assume. We were open. And as we age, we gain so much knowledge. We become impacted by so many experiences that we seemingly lose in touch with that open, loving self. But recognize the word seemingly was chosen with intent, as we only convince ourselves of this childhood departure. For in truth, we are always children. Physically, we may mature, but internally, how many do you know that have not grown out of teenager and childhood states of mind and heart? You see, we lose the one thing that truly makes us loving beings under the guise of adulthood and maturity. A simple, relaxed and loving state of bewilderment and awe. For it humbles us. It keeps us rooted and grounded in truth. That there are those out there that know more than us that we currently don't know so much. And it's only when this initial assumption of knowledge solidifies within us that childhood love and affection for the world, self, and play drops, covered up by the mature knowings of countless individuals who have never once questioned who they are. So allow yourself to let go of expectation. Allow yourself to let go of judgment. First, recognize that what we currently know is based in the knowings of others. So come to know your own truth by letting go of what you think you are and revealing the beauty within. These energies come into you. These recognitions reveal themselves to you as you shift your attention to the stillness within, as you are the silent witness and observer of life. Like a movie, you watch the internal. And like a film, you experience the external all around you. And with each breath, you allow yourself to explore this inner space from the position of silence and intuitional knowing, and identify the many steps in which we lost ourselves. What experience closed off your heart? What past pain caused you to close off your perception of others? We must come to know the law of cause and effect impacts us all. And whether or not we adhered to certain lessons or rebelled and pushed away from others matters not. We are not here to judge and critique ourselves in that sense. We are here to observe our lives. Like watching film. Allow yourself to go back to those moments where you were wronged, where you could have loved someone more or something more. Come to recognize everything simply happened. There's no need to invest yourself in the emotions of the past, nor in the mental states of it. We're each beings living this life, playing in this great mystery. Yet we're all born lost and confused. And as we age, we soak up the lessons, the experience, but ultimately the pain from all those around us. As is human nature, we pass on our trauma. And just like we receive our physical genetic makeup and information from our parents, we also receive their emotional selves, their mental selves, their mannerisms. For we learn how to people from the people around us. As children, we are naturally looking up to these gods called adults For these giant beings are empowering. They provide. And in this childlike ignorance, we are open, indiscriminately soaking up this information, learning and growing. But the waters in which nourished our plant of life were both dirty and clean. Naturally, this is going to cause chaos within yourself. For the subtle truths that many take on unknowingly become intertwined and intermixed and breed with the seeds of division, of individuality, and a sense of loneliness. That you're just this person on this rock, and it's just this life. And as children, we don't know. That is the role of aging. So we can discern, so we can recognize, and ultimately so we can let go. The role of the child is to correct the wrongs of the past, to take on the many lessons, to continue building the foundation which has been passed on, but to refine it, to master it, to optimize it for growth in the current times. As you see, you've been given a tool belt before you could even use them. And in many cases, these tools control you. So come to recognize yourself before you were given this name, before you built this identity for yourself. Get back in touch with that pureness through this simple act of looking. And in this moment of now, this slice of time will transform into a never-ending moment of pureness. And as you come to recognize your pure self, the unchanging, through this process of letting go, you come to recognize you've been searching for everything in which you already are. And everything that you assumed yourself to be was just a thought believed. Shift your attention towards the heart, the center of your chest. And with each breath, you draw in air through the nose, but you also consciously breathe in life's energetic waters through the chest. And it's this warmth, this love, this light that you use to build courage, to confront the unsettling, the unnerving. And then you breathe in this warmth of love. And know that this is the deeper yearning the heart has always been searching for. Truth of self. And we take in this warming light as it protects us from the past pains of others in which we may experience. And we take our final breath together, filling it up with love. As we recognize and root ourselves in this peace and calm and joy that's always present. You are an infinite well of love and inspiration. Fall in love with yourself, the unchanging you. Recognize that all of those aspects of yourself that come and go, the emotional states, the mental chaos, that physical itch or sensation, know that all these things are temporary and that they are observed as the scene, and that you are this silent witness, this unchanged seer. For in life, the many things about ourselves, the attachments of me and I have changed. But that sense of self, that me-ness, has never left you. So come to recognize it without all the internal distractions and identifications. And that concludes our meditation for the morning. So feel free to keep your eyes closed as we conclude, or open them and join. And namaste. I bow to the divine within you, that pureness, that childlike you, that open, loving, and excited for life you. So I hope you feel driven, feel motivated today. And happy Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you again tonight at 8 p.m. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Share your love and light throughout the world, through your own dance, through being yourself. I have a little cat that wants to go outside, sorry. And ultimately, just let go. Now, I know I say this all the time. It's a common one, letting go. But what does it really mean? Drop the expectation. Don't entertain the imagination. If you don't know it, you don't know it. Don't run around trying to act like you do. Don't listen to the mind being like, oh no, you do. It could be like this. If you don't know something, don't entertain the illusory. It's all just illusion. It's just your imagination. Don't entertain things you don't know. Don't assume things about other people. That's what letting it go means, you know? It's, you go into a situation, you may have a past pain, right? That has nothing to do with this present moment. Let it go. It's ultimately coming to question ourselves. And I've said it before, but it's that line of, where does the truth end and the imagination begin. Because most of the time we need to understand that when we have an initial observation, it's usually somewhat sound. Oh, I see something. Oh, I see that. I see that person has this and this. It's almost like that game that you said, the people watching game, when you see people and you're like, oh, they have like 5 bags. What's in the bags? And then your mind just starts racing. You have no idea. You see XYZ, leave it at that. Don't run in your head. Don't make it personal, especially with interacting with people. When you see someone do something, if you're like, oh, did they say that to like spite me? This, that's just exclusive ego talk. Don't listen to it. Let it go. Drop everything that doesn't serve you, including the mind, including the emotions, and including the physical. If it doesn't serve you, let it go. Come to marinate in that which is always there, that sense of me and self. And you can keep 99% of your attention here and still carry out your life. You can still deal with the chaos of other people, but as long as you keep yourself affixed in that inner self, that silent watcher, that heart space, it's going to be a very eventful day because you're going to observe a lot, but you're also going to have that opportunity in that moment to recognize, wow, I don't really need to invest myself outside of myself to operate efficiently, productively, happily, lovingly, to have a good time. That you can have your attention on this perceiver of life more than anything. And as these thoughts, these experiences from outside of you come within, I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. Practice it, try it, and as that inner space grows, that silence grows, you're going to be able to really decipher where the truth ends and the imagination begins. You're going to be able to see the emotions swell up within you and simply breathe them away, because you're not going to be getting so caught up in this, oh, I'm that thought, I'm that emotion. You're going to be able to see it and simply breathe and let it go. And just like the clouds in the sky, a thought comes, a thought goes. An emotion comes, an emotion goes. A physical sensation comes, and it goes. So come to see that this act of letting go is just coming back to you, bringing yourself back to that me, that sense of self in which we all know and can tap into. So have a great day. I love you so much. Namaste to you too. And I'll see you at 8 p.m. tonight. Love you. Bye.